So in the ragtime era, they developed a professional songwriter. The guy who wrote songs to sell, wrote them for the market. And selling these songs required a vast advertising technique, or as it's known in the business, the art of song plugging. Now, song plugs in the ragtime era ranged all the way from a musical representative buying a round of beers for an orchestra in a music hall to giving a leading performer a thoroughbred racehorse for singing a song. Of course, I think of all the song plugging techniques, the most fascinating to us today was the illustrated song. Now, in program 1, we showed you the first set of original song slides for the illustrated song dating back to 1893. The real heyday of the illustrated song was about 1905 to 13 or 14, when the Nickelodeons, the 5-cent music palaces, started to spread across America. The illustrated song. Here was the perfect song plug technique. The beautifully tinted slides showed the action of the song. Right in the story, they told the whole story. After a couple of verses and choruses, the illustrator, that's what they called the singer, would signal the projectionist to throw up the words of the chorus. This was the publisher's hidden persuader. If the audience picked this up and sang it a couple of times, the chances were that they'd go home with this song ringing in their heads, and maybe a new song hit would be born. Original slides looked like this. Average song would have 12, 16, maybe 18 of these things, along with another slide that showed the words of the chorus, and another that had a picture of the sheet music on it. Now, the illustrated song was wonderful for several reasons. In the first place, it was not only the best song plug imaginable, but it was also considered a form of entertainment. These things were used as vaudeville acts and in music halls, besides their use with the early silent movies. They were often billed as musical plays. Of course, the great value to us today of these old slides is the priceless glimpses that they give us of life in America 50-odd years ago. Household furnishings, architecture, modes of dress, street scenes. These from a time when a good magazine and book illustrations were pretty scarce and of rather poor quality. Well, from 1909, here's a complete illustrated song with the original slides. The street scenes are New York City of that year. The Irishman's name is Kelly. Michael Kelly and his sweetheart came from County Cork, and bent upon a holiday, they landed in New York. They strolled around to see the sights, alas, it's sad to say, poor Kelly lost his little girl along the Great White Way. She walked uptown from Herald Square to 42nd Street. The traffic stopped as she cried to the copper on the beat. Has anybody here seen Kelly? K-E-L-L-Y. Has anybody here seen Kelly? Have you seen him smile? Sure, his hair is red, his eyes are blue, and he's Irish through and through. Has anybody here seen Kelly? Kelly from the Emerald Isle. Over on Fifth Avenue, a band began to play. 10,000 men were marching, as it was St. Patrick's Day. The wearing of the green rang out upon the morning air. 'Twas Kelly's favorite song, and Mary said, I'll find him there. She climbed upon a grandstand in the hopes her Mike she'd see. 500 Kellys left the ranks in answer to her plea. Has anybody here seen Kelly? K-E-L-L-Y. Has anybody here seen Kelly? Have you seen him smile? Sure, his hair is red and his eyes are blue, and he's Irish through and through. Has anybody here seen Kelly? Kelly from the Emerald Isle.